welcome to my stream. Hope you've dropped in and take a look. As you can see in here, started a new base on my new island underneath, or on top of and underneath the Elder's base. So if we take a look on the map, this is where I started out, way down here. This was my first base. Get rid of these. This is my first base here, which I thought was quite a decent base. And essentially my first island had nearly every biome in I needed, or every biome was a quick hop away that was needed. So swamp, lots of mountain, as you can see. So I managed to get some 2-star wolves from here, which I managed to breed, and then ship over to this area up here, where the elder was. So I saw a lot of other people do it, and kind of thought to myself, well actually, I'm going to have a go at building a base on the elder location myself. So kill the elder, and then you can build obviously around the elder base as much as you want. The fire, as you can see, will actually give you the fire stat, so it becomes shelter if you can put a roof on. To be safe, I've put my throne in front of the runestone here, and obviously if I decided to sacrifice items into the bowl, the elder would come back and destroy all this. So you just got to be careful not to sacrifice stuff. But it's taken a while to get the build this far. Need to get my comfort up. Comfort is only 11 in here at the minute. Need to figure out how to get a bit more comfort going on. I'll get some locks, blankets down and stuff like that. But it's been slow progress. But you can see I've raided an ice cave or two to get one of the red blankets or red carpets from there. Got some dark wood from some tar locally on the plains. I always operate 2 portals. I have one portal that's always tagged, and I have one portal that is always untagged, so if I start adventuring, wandering around the world, I can just drop a portal and always teleport back here. At the minute this one is tagged back to my old base, so just to see where I came from, I'll take you back to my starting base. This is my starting base. Got a couple of breeders up here, got a wolf breeder and a boar breeder, and as you can see I've got a pack of wolves that roam around the outside of my base, and they keep everything away essentially. But cooking stuff like that, so I've got 2 wolves that breed up there if I need them to. I've got 2 boars that breed up here if I need them to. Storage along this wall. This is a fairly compact base. Before I decided to build the elder base, I made this really compact. Got some bees. What I love doing is I love planting fir trees around my bases. If I'm not based in the dark forest, I love planting fir trees around my bases. It just makes the base look really cool. I think it does anyway. So if we go inside this base, again, this one's quite simple. Actually, I could destroy that wooden throne and take the stuff back and rebuild it at my other base, actually. Yeah, could do. I'll take it anyway. So if we come up here, this was, just a comfortable little base to work from to start with. Got some gold in here. Not much of interest in there really. Anyway, let's get back to the elder base, which is what this video is about. So we'll drop in here. have a kip and then show you around this base. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in chat. I'll answer however I can, as best as I can. So yeah, this part is just a standard build. There's nothing difficult about building this. It's just stone and stuff like that. The interesting thing about the base, like all bases, is that the base, the actual model of the base, is indestructible. So Eichthir's stone area, Yagalus stone area, Moda's, they're all indestructible. Certainly in the case of Moda, you can use that against him by digging under it and being completely protected from her frost blast. But in this case, what you can do is dig completely under here, and it's one of the only places in the game where you can create an underground kingdom. So that is the Elder's spawn location, and as you can see, you can dig under here and just literally create an entire cave. And I've got everything I need in here. Got an oven, got all my cooking utensils, all the stuff I need up here for cooking. Everything works because obviously it's undercover. I like to have my chests open and near what I'm doing. So in this chest I've got all of my foodie stuffs. This chest is my materials. So I've just got all my materials in here. All that kind of stuff just makes everything nice and easy, and obviously there's enough room in here when new stuff comes out. Hopefully when Mistlands comes out we'll get some new bits and bobs. If you're worried about building underground and getting the smoke out, the smoke is quite easy to get out. Let's go top side and I'll show you. Just grab some food. This is a neat idea if you've never seen this before. Build an item stand, put a yellow mushroom on it, and create a brilliant little light source. Another really cool idea is to use circling trophies. So build an item stand, stick a circling trophy on, and you get an infinite light source. They'll just glow all the time. And you see you can create things that look really smart. So the external of the Elder's base, obviously, is just brickwork. Hello, Mr. Wolf. I always like to stock up on coal, make sure all of my furnaces have got coal in, if I can. That one's full. This one's full. As you can see, you can build these quite close together and still have plenty of room to fit stuff in. And again, I normally always have a chest nearby with everything in. So anyway, quick walk around this way. Stone path to lead on. Some of my wolves. Got a couple of 1-star wolves in here, but slowly breeding them out with 2 stars. A little farming area. What I've done on here is put several workbenches around the place and then just built this bulwark stone wall all the way around just by raising ground. Look at those graphics, that's beautiful, isn't it? Anyway, what I was saying. So this is down into the fire pit. So literally dig away underneath the Elder's cave, or underneath the Elder plinth. Dig a little further out and you can build enough room. As long as you've got space for 2 brick heights in here, then the smoke will escape quite easily. And you can create that. I could actually, if I wanted to, go down and just make that look a bit better. But nobody's ever going to look at that, to be fair, so I don't worry too much about it. But as you can see, the smoke comes out quite happily, not causing any problem. Obliterator at the back here. I've got some bees that are happy in here. They've got plenty of space to be happy. This is an area I'm working on. Got some locks. Oh, they've started to breed, so I've got some breeding locks in here. They're obviously getting happy while we're here as well. They're just pleased to see me. So this is all built up. Now if you wonder how I get the locks out of here, if I'm riding one, you can actually ride them over this stone walk, but in general they won't actually get out of here on their own. You'll see that they'll stop quite happily before they go anywhere. So come back round, just grab my dark metal. I really want to carry that around with me. So yeah, that's essentially it. It's an easy build. It's not a difficult build to do. It's just really time consuming. You've obviously got to dig under a fair amount, you know, to dig under the Elder's base. You're digging out a fair amount of area down here, equal to, I would say, if you were going to completely dig out a copper, you know, copper ore or something like that, you're probably 1 or 2 complete copper ore sections in here by the time you dug it all out. But once it's dug out, you do get a pretty awesome area that's effectively indestructible. There's nothing that's going to get in here and destroy this. Now if we look outside, what I'll do is just grab some wood actually. That can go in there. I'll grab some wood, I'll dump this off while I'm in here. You want to know, I try and keep everything tidy, so berries and honey are in one pot, wooden stuff was in another. I can get rid of my iron nails as well. Oh no, I was going to use that to do my throne, wasn't I? I was going to build a throne, actually. What do I need to build a throne? Furniture. Raven throne, 20 fine wood. Let's go and do that. I think that might raise my comfort a bit, so we'll just drop that up. I'll put that next to my other throne. So I can have king and queen. Not that I'm likely to get a queen, but hey ho. So, as I was saying, if I what I was thinking of doing is using these trees and actually creating a series of runs, sort of a bit like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, creating some platforms around these trees so that I can climb up and use them for defence. I've got boar breeding up here. You can see they're quite happily breeding, and they'll breed quite happily. If you've never seen a breeder in action before, essentially you have a 4x4 section. Oh, missed it. Let's try that again. So essentially you have a 4x4 section. Oh, I'm going to fall down again, aren't I? Oh, missed it again. Boom, 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 boom. if I put a platform here, then a boar will try and walk on it and probably fall to his death, but we'll do that. So they can breed in here, but what you can do, if you leave 2 open gaps, then these, like piggies and stuff like that, will eventually get shoved out and fall to the ground, just like that. And you can see this pig this side, there's a piggy there. Eventually they'll barge and that piggy will be pushed out. Or you can get up here and do it yourself. And eventually you'll push. See, that little piggy will go. Has he gone? Nearly. Don't want to push the other boar out, but you see the other boar will walk back. And now that piggy has fallen down. So essentially, these boars will quite happily stay there and breed. And for the most part, the piggies themselves will fall out eventually. Certainly when they grow larger, they'll push each other out. And you'll just end up with infinite boars down here. They'll just breed and breed and breed because you're outside of the range. So boars will only breed when there's a certain amount, although they'll reach a maximum of 6 boar. Same with wolves, they'll reach a maximum of 6 within an area and then they won't breed anymore. These are high enough that that area never counts, so they push the piggies out and they can carry on breeding. As you can see, I only pushed 1 piggy out, but there's one already down here and another one. So they're definitely breeding and pushing each other out of this small hole. The wolves, I'm just letting roam free, essentially. I bought 4 over on a boat. So there were 4 original wolves. I think I had 2 2-stars and 1 1-star. Of course, when a 1-star and a 2-star breed, you have a 50-50 chance to get a 2-star. So eventually you'll end up with all 2-stars. And then every once in a while I'll come out here, and because they're roaming free, throw some meat out, and these guys will actually breed. Which is why I've ended up with more wolves. Then what I do, I grab a couple, get them to follow you, take them outside. Come on. This way, you fools. Come on. So bring them outside. Get them a little way away. Tell them to stay. And now these will wander around outside and protect me. And eventually that's probably what I'll do with the locks. You have to be a bit more careful with locks, because locks will quite happily wreck stuff. So they've got that area effect stomp that will destroy everything. So you have to be a bit careful with that. This stone barricade, I've had no major attacks here yet. Obviously it won't protect against bats and stuff like that, but I've had 1 troll try and attack and he basically can't do anything. He's one of my wolves. And as you can see, the wolves will just, once you've got a few out here, they will roam around and attack anything. And it doesn't take long. You know, if you're patient while you're building, here it goes. While you're building, you know, 3 or 4 days, you'll have 2 or 3 wolves bred. Let them mature, and then release them out into the wild. And certainly a 2-star wolf in the dark forest, it's very rare that something's going to kill it. Trolls, that kind of stuff, you know, don't stand a chance. Maybe if I get a circling attack or something like that. 2-star deer, look. Don't see those very often. Wolf killed that then. So, yeah, what was I saying? So, yeah, the way to tell if something can get over. So, if you want to know if you've built a stone bulwark that a monster can't get over. If you can't climb it by walking, then nor can a monster. Alright, so anything you can walk into and you can't climb, a monster won't be able to climb either. Now, of course, some of this I can climb by sprinting towards it. But if there's a section that I think, oh, I wonder if a monster can get up there, if I can't walk up it myself, then nor can a greyling or a grey dwarf or a troll or something like that. So just wander around, check to see what you've got. Oh, here we go. This is interesting. I wonder what's going to happen now. There's one coming in from over there. Obviously I've got my wolves outside. I should be pretty much untouchable. That wasn't very nice. So my wolves shouldn't be able to get out, and the Zerglings shouldn't be able to get in. So I'm going to have a quick run around, just see what's happening. I think I'm invulnerable. I don't think I should have any danger in here at all. And I would say I'm correct. There's certainly nothing coming in here. The locks aren't attempting to escape. They're stood there quite happily. Nobody's coming in here. There's some wolves there that aren't bothered by anything. So there must still be Zerglings over here. It would be handy to kill them because I could do with the cores. So obviously I've got to be careful. I'm in root armour and that's vulnerable to fire. So I've got to be fairly careful. But I think if I stay here, yeah, not a problem. They really didn't cause me any grief at all. So we're definitely Zergling proof. And we've got some free cores, which is always good. We really need rocks. Let's just go and dump some of this back in here. What have we got to get rid of? Got some grey dwarf eyes. Got plenty of wood that I've picked up. Got rid of that. Got some of that rubbish in there. That can go in there. Coal can go here. Oh, got plenty of beef, deer meat. That can go in there. Let's just go and grab that stuff that we ended up with out here. From the pesky circling attack. Free coal is always handy, and our free cores. 4 cores, that's good. So, yeah, so as I was saying, if you've built a stone wall like this, if you can't walk up it, nor can an enemy. So, I can't walk up any of this area normally. So I know for a fact neither can a grey dwarf or a troll or anything like that. Obviously I can run up them, but grey dwarfs, trolls, greylings, that kind of stuff, they can't. Now I've not been attacked by the horde yet here. That'll be interesting to see what happens. This is the one bit that I'm still working on, but I think it's fairly secure. I don't think there's anywhere here that anything can in essence walk up. I could do with making it a little bit taller in a couple of places, but I think it's fairly secure all the way around. Obviously I can jump up it. Now one thing I have got, I'll just go and sleep again. You can see the fire works perfectly well because it allows you to dry off. And you don't have to add anything to it. You don't have to put coal in it, you don't have to put cores in it. It's infinite free fire. Only 12 comfort. 13 comfort there. Definitely need a couple of locks. Skins to go in there. What are you doing in here, wolf? Cow. If we head off northwest from where I am, I've tried deliberately not to go too far away from any biomes that I desperately need on this. I want to play this one through to the Mistlands release, so I've avoided exploring far and wide, because obviously I don't want to find any Mistlands and not have them spawn what I need to spawn. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. So if I go down here, lovely thing about root armour is it gives you the archery bonus, which is fantastic. And if you didn't know, fully upgraded root armour makes you virtually impervious to Desquito attack. If you don't believe me, I will prove it again in this video. I have proved it on some of my other streams, but I'll do it again. I'll go and find a Desquito in a minute and prove to you. It should give you, with full armour, which is what I've got, so full root armour, a Desquito attack, because it gives you such good resistance against piercing. I don't think you can see it there because they're all skills, aren't they? But it gives you such good resistance against piercing that a Desquito will do barely any damage. It does about 11 points of damage, I think. But the other thing to realise is, if you've got yourself the plains, nothing will actually come and destroy anything you're growing here. So you can use the plains and plant whatever you want. Nothing's going to destroy it anyway. So you can make yourself a farm. You know, use all of this as a farm if you want, and nothing will destroy it. And you can destroy all of this. You can destroy the fire pits. If you build a crafting station, you can destroy all of this and get free core wood, whatever you want. No problem at all. So all of this is destroyable and you can use it for crafting. I didn't bring the hoe. I need to bring the hoe and plant some more of my my flax. But what I was going to do is show you how little damage Desquito does. So let's get rid of these fuelings over here, which I can see wobbling about. Where did he go? It's just over there. There's a Desquito over there. fueling. Right, so where's the Desquito gone? Can't see it. It's gone walkabout. Where's it gone? 10 gold to the first person who spots where the Desquito went. Oh, there it is. Here it comes. There you go. 11.2 damage. Have to be careful against this guy because he's got fire. But we can block that. Let's get the Desquito back. Where'd he go? There it is. 10.4 damage. So, if you're exploring the plains, get yourself root armour. Root armour is the way to go in the plains. Yes, you have to be careful with the fuelings who are running torches and stuff like that. You've got to be careful with that. But even the fueling spearmen. If we can find a fueling spearman, because you've got resistance to pierce, again, you know, the spear damage is negligible. What this armour isn't good for is doing the ice caves, because obviously the Fenrig shaman and stuff like that have got that fire attack. So definitely don't run this in the ice caves, because they'll just destroy you with their flame attack. But out here in the plains, if you're scared of Desquitos, get yourself root armour. And to be fair, run root armour in the swamp as well. If you run root armour in the swamp, bear in mind that the mask gives you poison resistance. So, running with the mask in the swamp. Is this a spearman? Yes, it is. No, it isn't. It's a swordsman. Yeah, so if you run in the swamp with this armour, blobs aren't too much problem because you're poison resistant. So this is brilliant armour to have. Really, really powerful. Yes, okay, you've got to fight abominations for it, obviously. But the trick with abominations is find yourself surtling spawns, and not only can you create a surtling farm, but if you lure abominations into it, they take a huge amount of damage from fire, and they'll just burn. You can kill one in 30 seconds if you can keep it lured into a surtling spawner. It'll die really quickly. Save you a hell of a lot of trouble. What was I doing? I need my hoe, don't I? Not my hoe. My cultivator. That's what I want. Get back over here. Let's just head back and cultivate this land again. Like I say, the reason, I'm this far in the game and I've got all this stuff is because I've not really explored. I've spent a lot of time just grinding away. I don't want to explore specifically because I'm waiting for Mistlands. So this was a new world I started specifically for Mistlands. So I've had time to build, gather what I wanted, and just grind to get what I needed. And in this case, I get a feeling for Mistlands we're really going to need padded armour. So I'm kind of grinding through as much flax as I want. The more flax I can get, the happier I will be, because that will mean I can get myself a full set of padded armour. But as you can see, there's no need to worry too much about anything in the plains once you're at level 4 root armour. But I get the feeling Mistlands is going to have some nasty things in it. It's got those ticks, hasn't it? They've shown ticks, which will probably be nasty indeed. So I think full padded armour is going to be the way forwards. So obviously we need the flax for that. But anyway, having done that last bit of cultivating there, we'll grab some berries. Head back to the base. Oh, is that a spearman? Let's see how much damage he does. Is it a spearman? No, swordsman. But trust me, fueling spearmen don't give you much grief in fully upgraded root armour. And Desquitos certainly don't give you much grief in fully upgraded root armour. In fact, it's my armour of choice for the plains because, you know, it's a hell of a lot lighter than any other armour. So you can run quicker. And it just means you can ignore Desquitos. And who doesn't want to ignore Desquito damage? That's the ultimate. I think we've probably got... Oh! Got 4 locks in here now. So in actual fact I could release a lox and let it out there, but I want my lox cape and I'll need some more lox meat, so I think we'll let them breed. Let them grow up and farm them a little bit. Let's get that. Yeah, so we'll let the lox grow up, we'll farm them. Get some lox skin to make a couple of lox carpets to go upstairs. That can go in there. I don't think I've got any lox skin left because I made the lox cape. No, I haven't. Because I made the lox cape, obviously I've got no lox skin left, so yeah, just a question of letting those lox grow. Dump this back in there. Over there. Should have some needles somewhere. There they are. Cool. Oh, need to top up on some food. What do I need? Stamina food. What was I going to make for stamina? No, ice cream 65 stamina, which is good. Onion soup I think is what I was going to make, which is 60 stamina but needs 3 onions, which is quite expensive. But it's fantastic, so let's have a look and see what the farm is doing. Hello Wolfsks. Luckily the farm is doing splendidly. Now what I always do, you know, you need to keep your farm going. Get out, wolf. So always make sure you've got, you know, always make sure what seeds you've got. So I've got turnip seeds, got no onion seeds, so I need to plant some onions again. So I'll probably do for onions, at least that'll give me some. And we'll get some turnip seeds as well. And I always plant in a straight line like this. So we can do some turnips as well. Let's do some turnips because we've got seed. So I've got some seed turnips in, but we'll also plant some more turnips as well. Cool. Got 33 onions. So that's good. That's enough for 10 onion soups to keep us going for a long time. One soup is going to give you 60 stamina, you know, for 20 minutes. So it's, you know, really a no-brainer investment. That'll do me nicely. They can go there. Carrot soup can go there. Top up my sausages. Now the other one that was worthwhile looking at was wolf jerky. So you get 33 health, 33 stamina, which is good, and compared to boar jerky, 23. So I think we'll make some of that. Now because I've run 2-star wolves, it doesn't take long for wolves to die and give you a huge amount of wolf meat. 2-star wolves will drop 4 meat each. And this is really cheap. You know, this is a cheap solution. Lasts for half an hour. Gives you 33 stamina, 33 healths for 1 wolf meat and 1 honey. That's really cheap food. So we may as well stock up on this. What the game really needs is a multiple craft. You need a button here that you can just multiply craft. So yeah, craft everything I can from the ingredients I've got. Make life so much easier, but hey ho. I think that'll do for that. So we can dump off some of that. We'll get rid of that as well. We'll run with that for now. Put that back in there. Wolf meat can go back in there. We've got some more cores that can go in here somewhere. Like so. We'll keep the resin. We're good to go. So yeah, there you go. There's a quick run around my new Elder base. Fantastic place to actually build a base. Gives you a lot of opportunities and gives you underground area to build as well. And you can run everything in here. No reason at all you can't run everything in here. As long as you can let the smoke out, it should be fine. So, I think that'll be it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop me a line in the comments. If you'd like and subscribe, that would be really nice. I'm very thankful for that. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.